We heard a pledge tonight that every Singaporean who needs a COVID-19 vaccine will get one affordably when it's available. National Development Minister Lawrence Wong has also urged the public to remain cautious as the country reopens to protect vulnerable groups like seniors. Cheryl Lin explains.
My fellow Singaporeans.
Mr. Wong says restrictions over the last few months have worked well, but that has come at a high price, and the country can't stay closed forever, even with the 4 budgets so far that support jobs and firms. Now, as the country is cautiously reopening, he urges all to stick to safe distancing measures. They must also prepare for more new cases, like what happened in other countries coming out of lockdowns.
The key is whether we are able to keep community infection rates stable. If so, we can continue on the path of progressive easing. But if the number of cases rise sharply, we will have to slow down the opening up and even tighten certain restrictions.
That's why the last 2 months were used to boost contact tracing capabilities and testing capacity for this crucial period. Other ways are also being used to detect the virus, for instance in wastewater. But in the longer term, an important part of the solution is finding a vaccine, which the Singapore research community is working on as part of a global effort.
If and when a vaccine becomes available, we will make sure that every Singaporean who needs it gets it, and at an affordable price. But drug and vaccine development is very challenging work. There is no guarantee that the drugs currently undergoing clinical trials will be effective. And despite the intensive international efforts, it will take a long time for any vaccine to be ready and available for mass distribution.
Down the road, Mr. Wong says urban plans will need to cater to new ways of living and working. For one, working from home and in split teams are becoming the norm. And even when working here in the office, designs will have to keep up as well. That could mean better ventilation, air filtering, more sanitizer stations, or making doors like these automatic. Mr. Wong also acknowledges that in finding safer ways for work, sectors like construction will be badly hit by extra costs. Firms also have to move more quickly to automate and rely less on migrant workers, who will also need regular testing in new living arrangements.
For now, the government is bearing these costs through the Fortitude budget. Beyond that, we will introduce other measures to cushion the impact and to move the industry to new productivity levels. I have no doubt that this will be a very difficult transition. But I assure everyone in the industry that we will work closely with you to get through this difficult patch and to emerge stronger from this experience.
Mr. Wong also says the reopening is not the time for big celebrations, and Singaporeans should continue to find new ways to work and play. That as well as to keep up with what he calls the Singapore spirit.
There is no guaranteed formula for success. But it is our grit and resilience, our compassion and kindness, our cohesion and strength that will see us through this crisis of our generation.